let's study the clause that the intransitive verb interact is applied. The speaker applies the preposition in to signify the relationship that the object person of the preposition includes the subject you, described by the intransitive verb interact of the preposition. The phrase of the preposition in person can be replaced with the word of the adverb personally. The adverb personally, replaced from the phrase of the preposition in person, specifies the definition of the intransitive verb interact to describe the condition of the listeners that are the subject of the preposition in and the subject of the intransitive verb interact. The preposition in mediates the relationship between the subject, you, and the object, person. Then, the phrase of the preposition in person describes the existence of the listeners, who are the subject. The subject starts the definition of the intransitive verb interact. The phrase of the preposition in person can be replaced by a word of the adverb personally. The adverb personally describes the definition of the intransitive verb. The listeners who are described by the intransitive verb interact are mediated by the preposition in with the object of the preposition person. The difference between two clauses is that the phrase of the preposition, the relationship between the subject and the object. The adverb personally describes the definition of the intransitive verb interact with the way of the specification. And the intransitive verb interact describes the subject. The adverb personally describes the subject indirectly via the intransitive verb, even though they convey the same intention of the speaker, but the speaker who wants to distinctively chooses to convey the intention in this type of clause, that the preposition reveals the relationship between the subject and the object. But the speaker who wants to convey the same intention applies the adverb personally to convey the intention in order. The verb describes the subject and the adverb specifies the definition of the intransitive verb. The way of understanding about the phenomenon that the preposition and the object of the preposition are converted into a word of adverb, and the way of understanding about the phenomenon that a preposition and the relative pronoun to link two clauses are converted into a relative adverb. This page is for the preview to study the conjunction, the relative adverb. The preposition in and the relative pronoun, that is a kind of the indicative word, are fused into an adverb where that is the relative adverb to link two clauses. Two sentences convey the same intention of the speaker. We can find the same principle. The preposition and the object of the preposition into a word of adverb in these sentences as well. There is the first clause. I wish you health in the name of Jesus Christ. The preposition in mediates the subject, health, and the object, the name of Jesus Christ. The fact that the object, the name of Jesus Christ, is applied as the preposition in means that the object, the name of Jesus Christ, has an organized system. The object, the name of Jesus Christ, includes the subject, health of the preposition. The speaker applies the preposition in to signify the relationship that the object, the name of Jesus Christ, to symbolize the most divine includes the subject, health of the preposition. The transitive verb wish with the two objects, the indirect object you and the direct object health in the name of Jesus Christ, connotes that the direct object health in the name of Jesus Christ is conveyed to the indirect object. The word direct connotes that the direct object health in the name of Jesus Christ gets the definition of the transitive verb wish at first, directly, and the word indirect means that the indirect object, you, get the definition of the transitive verb wish via the direct object at last, indirectly. The next preposition we will study is the preposition out. The speaker applies the preposition out to signify that the subject of the preposition is excluded from the boundary to outline the object of the preposition. There is a clause, I leave out the door. The subject of the preposition out is the speaker, and the object of the preposition out is the object, the door. Then the subject of the preposition, who is the speaker, starts the definition of the preposition out. The speaker is the included one from the object, indicated by the phrase of now, the door. The speaker applies the preposition out to signify the relationship that the subject, I, of the preposition is excluded from the boundary that the object, the door of the preposition outlines. The next preposition we will study is the preposition except. The speaker applies the preposition except to signify the relationship that the subject, the preposition, composed as an organization, excludes the object of the preposition. The object of the preposition out indicates a range of the object that is not as a system. The subject of the preposition except indicates a range of the object that is organized as a system. The subject of the preposition except indicates a range of the object that is organized as a system. So the definitions of the preposition except and the preposition out differently mediate the subject and the object. The object of the preposition out does not connote the premise that the speaker considers the object of the preposition as a structure, but the speaker connotes the premise that the subject of the preposition except is a structure that has boundary. There is a clause. He packs up a suitcase except a bottle of wine. With the fact that the preposition except is applied in a clause, the speaker connotes the premise that the subject of the preposition except, a suitcase, has a structure with the boundary, and the object of the preposition except is excluded from the subject, a suitcase. The speaker applies the preposition except to signify the relationship that the subject or suitcase of the preposition that is organized with a system does not include the object or bottle of wine of the preposition.